Hello students, this is Latif sir. Today I am going to continue the discussion about the separation techniques. In previous two videos, I have already discussed about different types of separation techniques. Today I will discuss about combination of methods for separation and I will discuss about chromatography. So first is combination of methods for separation. Combination method of method means more than one method or more than one technique of separation. Okay, so if a mixture contains more than two components, then you have to use a combination method to separate the components. If a mixture contains more than two components, then you have to use a combination method for separation or to separate the components of a mixture of the mixture. You have to use a combination method. For example, a mixture of salt, sand, and grain can be separated by using a combination method. And you know that grain are separated by using sieving, and sand and salt mixture can be separated by dissolving the mixture of sand and salt in water. So first you have to you have to separate grain from the mixture of sand, salt, and grain by sieving. After that, as you have separated the grain from the mixture, after that you have to dissolve the mixture of sand and salt in water. And you know that salt is soluble in water, but sand do not soluble in water. That's why salt and when salt and sand is mixed with water, the mixture, then if you filter the mixture, you will get sand as residue and salt in the solution. After evaporating or after evaporation of salt water or salt solution, you will finally get salt. Okay, so by using two different separation technique, you can separate a mixture of salt, sand, and grain. Similarly, you can separate the components of a mixture of iron fillings, sand, and iodine by using two different methods. You know that iron fillings are attracted by magnet. By using this principle, iron fillings are separated from sand and iodine mixture by magnetic separation. Iron fillings are separated from sand and iodine by magnetic separation. And you also know that iodine can sublime, but sand cannot sublime. That's why iodine is separated from sand by sublimation. Okay. Now, chromatography. It is a modern technique of separation. It is especially used. It is This technique is specially used to separate the component of a mixture when the mixture in gaseous state or in liquid state. So chromatography literally means color writing. It is a technique of separation a mixture of chemicals in gas or in liquid form. Chromatography has a stationary phase and a mobile phase through which the mixture is separated. Chromatography has a stationary phase and a mobile phase through which the mixture is separated, and it is based on the principle of adsorption. The principle of chromatography is the selective adsorption, that is selective adsorption of one component of a mixture by the stationary phase. Okay, so one type of chromatography technique is paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is one of the types of chromatographic procedures which works with a piece of specialized paper and a solvent. The the piece of paper is usually a cellulose filter paper, and this cellulose filter paper act as stationary phase. In paper chromatography, the cellulose filter paper which act as stationary phase on which the separation of compound occur, and the solvent is the mobile phase. Now the mixture is dropped at the lower portion of the paper, and then the paper is kept in contact with the solvent in a beaker, in a container. First you have to drop the mixture at the lower portion of the stationary phase, that is on the uh, cellulose paper. Okay, and then you have to keep the paper in contact with solvent in a beaker, and then you will observe that the solvent moves upward through the paper due to capillary action. The solvent moves upward through the paper due to capillary action and dissolves the mixture. As the solvent as the solvent moves along the paper as the solvent moves along the paper, the constituent of the mixture also start moving. The constituent that have a strong affinity to the solvent will move faster than the constituent that have a strong affinity to the paper. So one component of the mixture has a has a strong affinity to the solvent, and this component move faster than the other component which has strong affinity to the paper or stationary phase. In this way, the constituent can be separated based on the rate of difference at which each constituent moves along the paper. So this figure 3.7 is a paper chromatography technique. So uses of paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is used for the following purposes: for identifying for identifying constituents in a mixture, the separation of amino acid. You have to remember the use of paper chromatography. So for separation of amino acids, you can use paper chromatography. For determining organic compounds and biochemicals in urine, for determining hormones and drugs in pharmaceutical industry. So there are many uses of paper chromatography. Okay.